Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. We'll be doing a flow and stretch class this morning. So make sure you've got something comfortable here. If you want a block, you don't need one, but if you feel like you may need a little extra support, you can go ahead and grab a block or a pillow or a big book or just kind of whatever you think that you might need today. And go ahead and settle in and we'll get started. So find yourself in a comfortable, easy seat, centering with your head over heart, heart over pelvis, stretching your spine up nice and tall, letting your shoulders roll gently down your back. And you can soften your gaze here or go ahead and close your eyes if that feels good for you today. And just coming into your breath, letting your mind focus and clear, using your breath to soften the body, clear the mind of any unwanted nonsense or noise that you don't need throughout this practice today. Just allow yourself the time to focus on yourself, on your body, on your spirit, letting go of anything that's not serving you in this moment. And just take a few deep cleansing breaths, breathing into the belly, filling up your lungs all the way to the top. And open your mouth and sigh it out as you exhale. Inhale fully and deeply. And exhale completely. Bringing your hands to prayer at heart center, pressing the thumbs into the center of your chest, just feeling that connection and coming back into your center. Inhale, circle your arms up, and exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. And inhale, circle your arms up. And hands to prayer back at heart center. As you inhale, stretch your arms out wide. And exhale, right arm comes across your chest into a deltoid stretch, using your left hand to pull that right arm across your chest, letting your right shoulder soften and fall away from your ear. Just breathing into the stretch, keeping your spine nice and tall. And then inhale, open out wide. And exhale, left arm comes across the chest, using your right arm to pull it in tight, letting that left shoulder soften away from the ear, coming into a deltoid stretch on the left side. Just sending your breath into that left shoulder as it releases and softens into the stretch. And inhale, release, opening up wide. Then your right arm's going to come up and reach down behind your head, reaching towards your shoulder blades. And your left arm will swim up, trying to connect your fingers together in your back. So right elbows pointing up towards the ceiling, left elbows pointing down towards the ground. And you can use a towel or a strap here to hold between your hands if you can't touch, or you can crawl your fingers toward each other, and if you can bind your fingers together, and just breathing into the stretch of your shoulders. And releasing that, opening the arms out wide. We'll switch to the other side. So left arm reaches up and down the back, right arm swims towards the back, pulling your fingertips toward each other. So left elbow is pointing up towards the ceiling, right elbow down towards the ground. And this is my least flexible side with my, and the other side I'm able to bind my fingers, but my fingers don't quite touch on this side. So notice the asymmetries in your body and just accept them with where you're at. No need to force one side to do what it's not able to do. So just accept your body where you're at and breathe into the stretch. And go ahead and release that, opening the arms out wide. And then we're going to cross the right arm over the left at the elbows. Coming into a bear hug, you can stay here if this feels good. But if you want a little more of a stretch, you can bring the backs of your palms together, coming into eagle arms, or coming into a bind, bringing your left palm around into your right, leaving your elbows in alignment with your shoulders, and pressing your hands forward, just breathing into your back body, feeling the stretch across your shoulder blades, through your shoulders. And go ahead and release that, spreading your arms wide. And as you exhale, right arm's going to come over the left, coming into your bear hug to start with. Elbows in alignment with your shoulders. And if this is enough of a stretch, you can stay here, or you can increase that into your eagle arms. One variation is just letting the backs of your hands touch. Sorry, I did that wrong. We're going to flip hands, so your left arm should be on top of your right. Sorry about that. And then switching your palms, kind of binding your palms there if you can. And just breathing into your shoulder blades, just feeling that in the back side of your body. And one more inhale, breathing deeply through your shoulder blades. And releasing the bind as you exhale, arms come out wide, and then resting them down into your lap. Just kind of shake it out here. And then we're going to come onto all fours, onto a tabletop position. Pressing your palms down into the ground with your shoulders over your wrists, fingers spread wide, knees under your hips, and you're going to lengthen your spine from your tailbone out through the top of your head, pressing firmly into the ground, cores activated. And as you inhale, I want you to dip the pelvis, drop the belly, pull your chest through, coming into cow, slightly gazing up past your eyebrows. And as you exhale, tucking the pelvis, doming the back, tucking the chin, coming into cat, pressing firmly away from the floor. And as you inhale, coming in the opposite direction, starting at the pelvis, tilting the pelvis, arching the back, chest pulls through, and then gaze up last. And then pushing up into cat, starting at the pelvis, tucking the pelvis, doming the back, tucking the chin. And just moving through fluidly with your breath at your own pace. And meet me back at tabletop with a neutral spine. Go ahead and walk your hands forward a couple of inches, curling your toes, lifting your hips up and back, coming into your downward dog. Palms press firmly into the ground, letting your chest fall through, pressing back towards your thighs. Slight external rotation of your shoulders as they press back into your shoulder sockets. Heels are pressing down towards the ground. Slight internal rotation of your hips. And you can walk your dog here if that feels good, bending one knee at a time, just increasing the stretch along the back side of the body. Just do whatever extra movement feels good as we begin to warm up and move the body. And come back into some stillness, taking a few breaths here. Then on your next inhale, bend your knees, looking towards the top of the mat, and tiptoe, taking some small baby steps all the way to the front of the mat into a forward fold, bending at the waist, dropping the head, feeling the length of your spine elongate as gravity gently tugs you down towards the earth. On your next inhale, halfway lift, spines parallel to the ground, shoulders are pulled back, and exhale back into a forward fold. Bend your knees, slowly rolling up into your mountain pose, shrugging your shoulders and letting your shoulders roll down your back. Just feeling your feet plant firmly down into the ground, activating all the way up your legs from your waist up, extending your spine tall, pressing out the top of your head. Just feeling your strength and your connection here to your breath, to your mind, and to your body. On your next inhale, circle your arms coming into your upward salute. Exhale, forward fold, planting your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps back, right knee down to the ground, left knee over left ankle. Inhale, up for your low lunge. Exhale, plant your hands. Right knee comes up off the ground. Left foot steps back to meet the right. In a lower down chaturanga, taking knees, chest, chin. Inhale, chest comes up for your cobra, leaving your elbows in tight towards your ribs. Exhale, chest down, curl your toes, hips up and back to your downward dog. Inhale, right foot steps to the top of the mat, left knee down onto the ground. Inhale, up for your low lunge. Exhale, hands come down, left knee comes up, and your step forward back to the top of your mat into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees and slowly roll back up to your mountain pose, shrugging your shoulders, rolling them down the back. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps back. Right knee down to the ground. Inhale, chest and arms come up. Exhale, plant your hands. Right knee up off the ground. Left foot steps back, lowering down chaturanga as you exhale. Nice and slow, make it controlled. Inhale for your cobra. Exhale back into downward dog. Right foot steps forward to your low lunge. Inhale, chest and arms reach up. Exhale, plant your hands. Left knee up, stepping forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, forward fold. Bend your knees and let's roll it back up for one more sun salutation A. shrugging your shoulders, rolling them down the back. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, right foot steps back into your low lunge. Inhale, chest and arms come up. Exhale, hands down. Left knee steps back, lowering down chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale for your cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, dropping your left knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, plant your hands, left knee steps forward, back into your forward fold. And give me 3 breaths here. You should start feeling some heat building up in your body after those sun salutations. Go ahead and walk your feet together so your big toes are touching. And as you inhale, I want you to bend your knees, dropping your hips back into your heels. We're going to come up into a chair. So chest is going to rise up, arms reaching up towards the ceiling, letting your shoulders roll down your back, cores in tight. So your weight is back in your heels. You should be able to lift your toes up off the ground as you balance in your chair. Inhale, stretch it up tall. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Now put your weight in your left foot, and we're going to step your right foot towards the back of your mat, coming into a high lunge. And as you inhale, you're going to circle your arms up into your crescent pose. And then we're going to open up as you exhale, coming into a star. So my back's going to be to you. So as you inhale, open up wide, toes will be pointing out, arms stretched out wide, coming into your star position, pulling the insides of your legs together, so feeling that activation on the inside of your legs. And we're going to exhale, dropping it down into goddess. So keeping your spine nice and tall, bending at the knees, keeping the knees over the ankles, bending the elbows, just coming into your goddess pose. Just feeling the energy of your legs hold and support you, keeping your chest up, elbows pushed back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. And one more inhale, and exhale, pressing it back up into your star. Then inhaling back into your crescent pose and stepping it back into chair. One inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, forward fold, bend the knees, and just gently roll back up to your mountain pose. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, forward fold, bend the knees, and let's roll it back up. One more, inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Drop your head, bend your knees, and roll all the way back up. We're going to do that sequence on the other side. So as you inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, putting your weight back into your heels. And when you're ready, chest and arms are going to rise up into your chair position. Glutes are activated, pelvis tucked in, squeezing your knees together, cores activated. Arms are wide, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, hands to prayer at heart center, putting your weight into your right leg. You're going to step towards the back into your high lunge with your left leg. Right knee stays above right ankle. Cores in tight. And inhale, circle your arms up, coming into your crescent pose. Finding your alignment. And as you exhale, we're going to open up into our star. So inhale, stretch your arms up tall. Exhale, opening up to the long edge of your mat into your star pose. Feet should be 3 or 4 feet apart, toes pointing out, squeezing your thighs together to feel that activation in your legs. And one more inhale, stretching it out wide. And exhale down into your goddess. So dropping your hips down towards the ground, knees bent at a 90-degree angle or as low as you can go, keeping your chest up, spines tall, shoulders parallel to the ground, or elbows parallel to the ground. Squeezing your shoulder blades back together, feeling the heat of your thighs as they hold you in this goddess pose. One more deep inhale here, and exhale, pushing it back up into your star. Inhale, stretch it out long. Exhale, back into your crescent pose. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, plant your hands, stepping back into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees and rolling up into your mountain pose. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, forward fold, and rolling back up. And one more upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, forward fold, and roll on up. I'm going to repeat that sequence here. So as you inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Put your toes together, forward fold. Bend your knees, chest and arms come up into your chair pose. Holding here for a few breaths. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Weight in your left leg, stepping your right foot back into your high lunge. I'm going to inhale, arms circle up. One more inhale, stretch it up tall. Exhale, opening up into your star pose. Feet pressing firmly into the ground, activating your inner thighs as they pull towards your midline. One more inhale, stretch your arms out long, and exhale down into your goddess, bending your knees, sitting your hips down towards the ground. Cactus your arms, and continuing to breathe in your goddess pose. One more inhale, stay for the burn, and exhale, pressing back up into your star pose. Inhale, circling back up into your crescent. Inhale, stretch up tall. As you exhale, you're going to plant your hands. Right hand comes down to the inside of your foot. You can place it on the ground or onto a block. And we're going to open our left arm up towards the sky. It's coming into a revolved lunge, pressing through your back heel, twisting at the waist, feeling the expansion through your chest. And one more inhale, stretch that left arm up tall. Exhale, left hand back down to the ground, stepping your right foot back into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees and let's roll back up to your mountain pose. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. Bend your knees and roll back up. Upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold, bend your knees and roll up. Upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your toes to touch. And let's get ready for our final sequence here. Bending the knees, weight coming back into your heels, chest and arms coming up, rising into your chair pose, glutes tucked in, squeezed tight, navel's pulled in towards your belly button, activating that core, protecting that low back. Shoulders are relaxed down away from your ears, arms stretching up tall, and exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Weight comes into your right foot as you step your left foot back into your high lunge. Hips square to the front of the mat, right knee over right ankle. Inhale, arms reach up tall. Just holding your crescent pose. One final inhale, stretch it up tall, and opening up into your star as you exhale. Feeling the activation up your inner thighs as they squeeze in towards the midline. One more inhale, stretch it out tall. Exhale down into your goddess. Weight evenly in both feet, knees over the ankles. Feeling the shake in your thighs. They hold you in this power pose. Cactus your arms, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Chest is up high. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale, feel the burn, feel the shake. Exhale, push it up, star. Circling it back into your crescent pose. Inhale, stretch it up tall. Exhale, left hand, comes down to the mat or to a block inside your left foot. And right hand comes up towards the ceiling, coming into your revolved lunge, pressing through your left heel. Just breathing into your twist. One more inhale, stretch it up tall. Exhale, right hand down to the mat and stepping the right foot forward, dropping your head into your forward fold. Go ahead and widen your stance a little bit. Feet should be about hip width apart or a little wider if that feels good. And then grabbing both elbows, making a box around your head as you bend at the waist, just dangling here in your forward fold. Coming into your breath, using this recovery pose to help slow your breath, refocus your mind. Notice how your body's feeling. Go ahead and release your hands back down to the ground, planting your hands down. Gonna step your right foot back and walk your left foot over behind your right hand, and then dropping your left knee down behind your left hand. It's coming into a pigeon pose. leaving your left foot flexed to protect that left knee, stretching your right leg out behind, letting that left hip drop towards the ground, lengthening your chest, spines up tall. And as you exhale, coming down into a fold to your own degree, just wherever your body is at, whatever feels good. You can stay here on your elbows. You can rest your head on a block here if that feels good. Or you can come on down, resting your head on the back of your hands. Just softening and relaxing into this stretch. Just taking several breaths here, letting your body rest and rejuvenate. Inhale, chest comes back up. Curl your right toes, bringing that left foot, left knee, right knee up off the ground. Left foot comes back to meet the right, bringing your right foot forward, right knee behind your right hand, right foot behind your left hand, leaving that right foot flexed to protect the knee, stretching your left leg out long behind, stretching your spine up tall, pulling your chest through. And you can stay here if this is what your body needs, if this is where the stretch is most effective, or you can come into a forward fold to your own degree, just stopping and holding and breathing into wherever you're feeling the stretch the most. So allow your body to soften and relax into the stretch, releasing any tension, letting go, and coming into your breath. Inhale, press back up, hands back down to the ground, curling the right foot, bringing the knee up off the ground. Right knee steps back, bringing knees down into a tabletop, and then kicking the legs off to the side, coming onto your backside, legs stretched out long in front, settling your sits bones firmly down onto the ground, spines nice and tall, shoulders rolled down your back. Just taking a moment here in staff pose, just feeling the connection to the ground, to the earth, to your breath, to your body, and to your mind. On your next inhale, circle your arms up, stretching up tall through your sides. And as you exhale, bending at the waist, hands coming down towards your feet or ankles, just letting them rest on your legs wherever is comfortable. It's coming into your forward fold, letting your head fall down towards your knees. Focus on extending your spine as you inhale and deepening the fold as you exhale. Just staying here for a few breaths. You can leave a gentle bend in your knees here if you need to. You don't need to lock out your knees. You can kind of pull on your toes, pulling them back if you want a little more of a stretch in your calves. And one more inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhaling into the fold. And release, walking yourself back up as you inhale. Moving your hips forward, coming down onto your back, letting your feet come flat onto the floor. Stretch your hands out long in front and slowly roll on down to your back, taking it nice and slow. Pulling your feet in towards your hips, leaving your knees in alignment with your hips, hands reaching down towards your heels. We're going to come up into a bridge, so tucking those shoulder blades underneath. As you inhale, pressing your feet down into the ground, lifting your pelvis up towards the ceiling, tucking those shoulders in underneath, reaching down towards the heels, and holding your bridge. Glutes are squeezed in tight, belly button's pulled in towards your navel. Should have a nice line from your knees down to your shoulders. And one more inhale, squeezing, pressing up, and releasing your shoulders, rolling your spine down flat onto the ground, and then letting your knees just drop side to side, just kind of loosening up that low back. And planting your feet back down onto the ground, close to your hips, tucking those shoulders underneath, and inhaling back up into your bridge, pressing your feet down into the ground. And you can come into a bind here, clasping your hands underneath if that feels good. Squeezing your glutes, pressing your hips towards the ceiling, finding a straight line from your knees down to your shoulders, and continuing to breathe as everything's activated. And exhale, releasing your bind if you've taken it, and slowly rolling back down to the ground. Once again, dropping the knees side to side, just releasing that low back. And we're going to do that one more time. So resettle your feet close to your hips, tucking those shoulder blades underneath, hands reaching down towards your heels, and pressing into the ground with your feet, rolling the hips up towards the ceiling. And if you can grab your heels with your hands or get as close as you can, or you can come into a bind with the other thumb on top. Is squeezing those shoulder blades together, core's activated, glutes are tight. May have a little bit of shaking or trembling in your thighs as you hold your bridge, feeling the heat and energy continuing to build. And one final inhale, pressing up towards the ceiling and releasing everything down as you exhale. Go ahead and grab your knees, pulling them into your chest, and just rocking side to side. Then cactus your arms flat out on the floor and dropping knees up in the air, dropping both knees over towards the left, coming into a bent knee supine twist, shoulders staying flat on the ground. Head stays either neutral, looking up towards the ceiling, or you can turn looking over your right shoulder to help intensify the stretch. And inhale, knees come back into your chest, cactusing your arms, mupping the hips over towards the left, knees back into the air, and then dropping the knees over towards the right, coming into a bent knee twist, looking over that left shoulder if that feels good, or leaving your neck in a neutral alignment. Just softening and breathing into the twist. And inhale, knees back up to center, grabbing the knees, just kind of circling the knees, massaging that low back onto the ground, squeezing the knees in tight, curling the forehead up to meet them, coming into a tight ball, and releasing, opening everything up, letting your feet go long, falling off to the side, palms open up to the ceiling, shoulders relaxing down into the ground. Just breathing fluidly, evenly in through your nose and out through your nose or mouth. Letting everything soften, releasing any tension, letting go, letting it dissolve away down into the mat, into the floor. As you lay here, feeling supported by the ground underneath you, taking these last few moments to use your breath, feeling the connection between your breath, your body, your mind, and your spirit. Using your practice of yoga to unify all of those aspects in your life. Learning to use your breath as a way to center and connect each of those aspects together. And when you learn to focus on your breath, to pull your body through challenging poses and positions, to clear your mind while you're holding those challenging poses and positions, and learning to appreciate the challenge that you're putting your body through. Connecting all of those on the mat, learning to strengthen and persevere will only guide you and make you stronger off the mat. As you face challenges on your mat, you know you are capable of facing challenges outside of your mat. And the more you're willing to challenge yourself through yoga to strengthen the body and the mind and the breath, it allows you to strengthen yourself outside of the yoga mat as well. Go ahead and start wiggling your fingers and toes, bringing some gentle movement back into the body. Moving that into wrist circles and ankle circles. Coming into a full body stretch, stretching it out long, using up your entire mat. Then bending your knees, turning onto your side, coming into a fetal position, just resting gently. And then pressing up back into a seated position, coming into an easy seat, settling with your head over heart, heart over pelvis. Hands to prayer at heart center. And take one final deep inhalation in. And exhale, sigh it out. I want to thank you for joining me in practice today. I am blessed to be able to serve you and practice with you. I bow to you. Namaste. Thank you.